Situated in northern Italy between Parma and Modena, Reggio Emilia is a fascinating mix of history and modernity. Founded in 187 before Christ as a Roman settlement on the Via Aemilia, the city has gone through centuries of turbulent history. During the Middle Ages, the city experienced barbarian invasions and feudal wars. Particularly significant was the period of the 11th century when the city was under the rule of Margravine Matilda of Canossa. Later, under the dynasty, an era of cultural prosperity began, which lasted until the arrival of Napoleon. Reggio Emilia is known as the City of the Tricolor. It was here in 1797 that the flag that later became the national symbol of Italy was first raised. In the 20th century, the city became one of the centers of the communist movement, which underlines its role in the political history of the country. The modern appearance of the city is formed by both historical buildings and futuristic structures such as the famous Calatrava bridges built in 2007. With a population of just over 160,000, Reggio Emilia retains the atmosphere of a cozy provincial town. In recent years, Reggio Emilia's demographic composition has changed significantly due to a significant influx of migrants. This phenomenon brings new challenges and opportunities to a city historically known for its openness and progressive views. Italy has long been home to millions of foreign nationals who contribute significantly to the country's cultural and economic development. As of early 2023, Italy is home to around 5 million foreign nationals, representing 8.7% of the total population. The number of migrants entering the country illegally has doubled this year. Many make their way to the island of Lampedusa, causing the local reception center to become overcrowded. Illegal migrants are then sent from there to Sicily. The government of Giorgia Meloni appears to be experiencing its first real crisis. Since the beginning of the year, more than 100,000 migrants have arrived in Italy. This is the highest figure ever recorded since 2017. This year could bring the situation closer to the record of 2016, when 180,000 migrants arrived in Italy. The Italian authorities explain that the record number of illegal immigrants is the result of epochal migration pressure linked to the dramatic socio-economic crisis in Tunisia. In June, EU Home Affairs Commissioner Ylva Johansson said that the number of migrants making the dangerous journey across the Mediterranean from Libya to the shores of EU countries has increased by 600% in 2023. The right-wing government of Giorgia Meloni came to power, in particular, on a wave of promises to end human smugglers and stop the arrival of migrants from North Africa. Now the opposition accuses the government of Giorgia Meloni of a clear failure in migration management policy, especially after Italy and the EU recently signed a memorandum of understanding with Tunisia, which provides for direct EU assistance of over 100 million euros to prevent migrants from arriving in Europe. It is worth noting that in 2022, almost 449,000 new residence permits were issued in Italy, an increase of 86% compared to 2021. The main reasons for this increase were the refugee crisis from Ukraine and the increase in requests for international protection, regional distribution, and trends. The largest number of residence permits are issued or renewed in the central and northern regions of Italy. The main increase in new flows is observed in the southern and northeastern parts of the country, indicating a change in migration trends and an increase in the attractiveness of these regions. Italy continues to be an important center of attraction for foreign nationals, offering numerous opportunities for work, education, and family life. The increase in the number of migrants and new residence permits underlines the importance of this trend for the country. Migrants make a significant contribution to the economy and culture of Italy, despite the existing challenges and differences in the level of education. Many migrants choose to live in Italy for a number of reasons: the jurisdiction's affiliation with key world unions, a developed economy, political stability, an optimal ratio of income and expenses of residence. Immigration to this country allows you to count on receiving an Italian passport in the future, and accordingly citizenship of a country member of the European Union. This status, in turn, gives the right to live, work, study throughout the Union without any restrictions. According to the results of recent studies, the country took 11th place in the world in terms of GDP, calculated at purchasing power parity, while the cost of real estate, food, and services is relatively affordable. High life expectancy in Italy, a rich culture, developed medicine, transport system, and other components of the infrastructure are also weighty arguments in favor of immigration.